If you want to make a difference and leave a legacy, I would tell you to find a mentor and seek knowledge. Then turn around, find someone else who needs a mentor, and continue to pass the torch. All right, we are on another episode of Pass the Torch podcast. Tonight we have Jamel Dobbs, a Tuskegee University alumnus, PhD graduate student, and the CEO of DREAM, Determination to Reinforce Education Amongst Minorities. Hey, it's my honor and privilege to welcome Jamel Dobbs to the show. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Hey, appreciate it, bro. Thanks for having me. First and foremost, give honor to God.
Absolutely.
Give my mom, because without them too, I wouldn't be nothing, straight up. And I'm just here to talk, have conversations. So what's up?
That's it. Hey, so first thing I always ask everybody, because everybody has a different story, and it's what propels them to get up day after day. What is your why for, your journey through education, and then that led you to become the CEO of DREAM?
What kind of like what education did with me was just open my mind to explore things, which I've had a chance to do. Develop and grow, which I feel like is always ever changing, like evolution. So it's pretty much just, we all change and evolve in different stages. So I just feel like I've had enough of like the BS that they feed kids, especially young, and I tell them this is why you're programmed to do the things that you do. Like you're programmed to buy and want these things that you don't need.
Right.
And then later on in life, you realize, hey, I got diabetes. Hey, I got heart attack. Like you realize it because you don't realize there's little small things that you put in people's lives that influence them to relieve stress or whatever. And then it's just a cycle. Like you're programmed to just be that way. And so it's like it's hard to break that mold, like to break yourself with those habits, and then it's hard to break other people. But you just gotta start with yourself. So it's like, I evaluate myself every day, like how can I get better? Mm-hmm. And I just broke it down back to the basic like science. Like you can't do it all in one day. You just gotta do it piece by piece.
That's it.
Yeah.
What's your latest projects right now? What are you into right now?
I'm actually doing too much right now. I'm working on a degree, a PhD, trying to run a business, trying to gather friends with like the ideas. But it's hard. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely hard. But I just enjoy recruiting talent because I'm able to spot it. Just the fire in someone's eyes when you just drop like a word in their ear and they just know they're talking about it instantly.
Yeah.
If you cut your phone off, just cut everything off and then you turn it back on and you'll see like who really truly loves and care for you because it just shows. Like they'll be like, hey, I saw you sent this and that, what's going on? Like we know you acting crazy. So I just love my support system, my friends, my people. And when I say people, I mean all people, black people, white people, because we just communicate different. Yeah. But we all just trying to get to that same goal of just finding what really makes us happy. That's all it is.
All right. What are you studying right now?
What am I studying? So I'm working on my PhD in physiology. And that's more so just because of just studying how the body works because it makes sense why you're addicted or you're tired all the time in sports. Like, that's really what I just want to do is just bring education back to the kids and tell them, you do need the 8 hours. Like, those 8 hours matter.
Yeah.
It's like a cell phone. You got to recharge every night. Because this world throws so much at you one day, you don't realize how, hypersensitive you become and everything like that. So, yeah.
No, I love that. Okay. When did you get interested in physiology? Was that recent? When you were a kid?
My fault. When I was a kid, I was just introduced to science, the simplicity of it, and
Yeah.
And I just dived deeper and deeper into the education, and I was like, wait a minute, mm-hmm. I only know so much, and I just had to surrender and be like, I don't know everything. And I was like, let me back to when it all began, and let's start back there. So I'm just trying to pass that along to the next kid. I honestly know I can't change the world for myself. No one can, but it's you got to spark that fire in somebody's eyes so they understand that it is possible. So I know sometimes I come off a little aggressive, but it's not that I'm aggressive. It's I actually see that fire and passion in your eyes. I see it in people every day.
Yeah.
That mom that got to wake up at 5 or whatever survive, that whatever title you put on it, like, people don't want to do it, but they just, like, we got to survive. And we just one race trying to make it to one common goal to survive. And that's as simple as it is. And when we start eliminating, like, basic stuff like color of your skin, like, asking those tough questions, then we can finally move forward. And that's just how it is. That's what I believe personally.
No, absolutely. Do you wanna go work at a hospital? Do you wanna make your own practice, or what do you see yourself doing with your degree?
To be honest, like, I don't think I'm gonna stop at science. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna just stop getting educated.
Yeah.
Because it's the curiosity that scares me, but it's also the curiosity that makes me grow. So it's like, I wonder why communication, like how you can communicate with people without even looking at them. How do lawyers work? So my thing is, like, I just really honestly think philanthropy and entrepreneurship is where it's supposed to be. It's like bringing people together under a common goal.
Yeah.
Because it's like I've like studied people, I've studied myself, and I'm like, we all hurting. We all got to take our medicine. We got to take whatever we got to do just to get out of bed the next morning. Which, I mean, it shouldn't be like that. It should be like you just be ready to go. You just ready to go. And it's like I got to educate people about football. Like, it's dangerous. Like, I literally days I cannot get up because my back is literally hurt. I just found out I have scoliosis. Jeez. How did that even happen?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, they know the dangers of these things. Yeah, they make it seem like it's not obtainable. So you work yourself extra hard. Like, I have scoliosis. Like, what I'm saying? Like, I just found this out today. No, this week, actually. Like, my body has never recovered, so it's like, I could have still been growing.
Yeah.
So it definitely started my growth. So, like, people were like, why is Colin Kaepernick upset? Why is all these people upset? Because we're literally telling y'all what and what not to do. Like, we're giving our lives to y'all. We're letting y'all in to our, like, thought process. And, like, y'all just don't understand. Mm-hmm. Of course we know you want to go rip and run with your friends. Of course we know. But we just like, y'all, it's dangerous. Like, once people use you for what you got and use your body, like, you're disposable. That's just reverse slavery all day, every day.
Yeah.
You're just disposable. So that's why, like, you got to educate yourself. Like, you got to realize, okay, no, I don't need that. No, you can't be flashy in front of me because I don't need that. You just got to learn to say no, which is one thing I had to learn, was to say no. And, I mean, it's hard because, like, you see these people hurting. You see them, literally see it with your eyes, you feel it with your spirit. And it hurts you to say, no, you can't help you because I got to focus on myself, and that's really important because if I don't have me, who else I got, and that's something that, I'm just realizing battle with every day.
Yeah.
It's like, the struggles of back home, the struggles here, and I just got to let it go. Like, I literally have to turn my phone off because it's like, sometimes I don't want my phone just going off and just, bling, bling. Like, I just want to just be at peace.
Yeah.
And just do whatever I want to do without feel like I'm being watched, And I think that's the sense of security that projected in everything that people do. And that's the sense of security that you think you have. But, like, we all not stable. Let's just be honest. Like, we could be going here today, going tomorrow. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Like, so it's like you got to get up every day and just live life to the fullest, which is what I've been trying to do, but I've been going about it the wrong way. So, I call an audible on the play, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, I know I'm aggressive. Right. So I'm learning how to communicate verbally and non-verbally just to send signals, like, hey, you might want to go that way. Maybe. I'm not going to, I'm not going to, like, drag you over there, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, let me get out of bed because I know somebody's going to listen today. Somebody. Like, I don't know who, but, now I understand why professors and teachers, military, whatever connotation you want to put on education, like, why they stress it is because times do get stressful and times do get hard. And it's not a time where it's not going to be stressful or hard. Besides the time you make for self-reflection and self-meditation, which is something I had to get back to. So it's like, okay, what does Jamel like to do? I like to paint, so I paint. Cool. I do artwork. People think it's just a joke to me, but it's like, I've seen it felt like what these talents can do to you. Like, y'all want to buy shoes. Okay, cool. Y'all think Michael Jordan don't know he was good in the brand in the 90s to lift everybody else up? Like, he's tired.
Yeah.
He is tired. Look at him. He's like, oh, and like no one really looks up to him, so he's like, all right, let me build a LeBron. So he hype LeBron. Everybody hype who they think they want. And then they just keep hot. Don't believe you being fooled. Like, just always trust your gut feeling. Like, you're not being fooled. Like, this is a system. It just keeps going and going, and like, you know, it's either you're gonna play by the rules or you're gonna break it. And the choice is really yours. So it's like, if you're gonna break the system, you got to do it on your own. You got to do it at your own pace. But if you work with the system, it's like, are you really being true to yourself? That's a question you have to ponder and ask yourself. Really, that's something that I can't answer for you.
Yeah.
You can't answer for me. It's something we all got to figure out, which is what I'm trying to, like, I battle with every day, because it's like, you know, when you're on these recruiting trips or whatever it may be that attracts you, it's like, you got to remember they can snatch you back, or whatever they put in front of you at an instant, like an instant. And then what are you left with? Like, we've all been there. Like, we've all been recruited. We've all been tempted. We're all like, it doesn't stop. Like, it's never going to stop until you just break in and you're just like, you know, no, like, I'm done. Like, I have nothing more to give society that society doesn't already have, which I had to learn. It's like, you know, everyone got the tools, so my job is just to go educate. And so I really decided I want to do philanthropy and just bring people of like-minded together and figure out a plan of what we're going to do next. Because, I mean, we know critical thinking. We know math. We know science. We know history. We know all the basic things. We learned that when we're little, you know, since that. So if you can't do these things when you're older, it's like you'll get lost, as they say, the sauce. Like, you know, you just get lost, a homogeneous mixture. Like, it's just the same thing. It's just a cycle, you know. You don't, when they hire CEOs or when CEOs go out with a plan, they hire CFOs. CFOs hire a team. It just trickles down. And, you know, whether it's a reverse pyramid or a higher pyramid, whatever connotation you want to put on it, like, it's just the same thing. Like, you're going to build me up. Then you're going to tear me down. And I'm going to build somebody else up. They're going to tear you down. It's just a cycle, you know, and they just play with your emotions all day, every day. So, I mean, that's just how it is. And, I mean, I'm just realizing, you know, every day we all battle with something. But I just try to sprinkle a little joy here and there, you know. And it's not I'm running game on you. It's just like, you know, I know you need that because I know I need that, you know. I need that joke to get me through the day. I need that stress reliever to get me through the day. Sometimes I just want to literally just kick it and pick your brain. It's not like I'm trying to really figure you out, but it's like, you know, I'm challenging you to think harder than what you thought, and it's like I want you to challenge me to think harder than what I thought, and then I want us to just relax, because it's like we've done enough for the day. We've literally done enough. Like, when you hold your hands up and you pray to whoever or whatever it is that you choose to do, like, you just say, I've done enough, and you just rest your head. And that's something I had to learn. It's like, you know, I always wanted to just go. Because, you know, you introduce so much when you're little to, like, you know, get up and go be active. Like, you're influenced. Like, you don't even realize, like, you're programmed to do this thing. And then, like, when you want to slow down and relax, you can't, because you're programmed. Like, you're like a computer. Your brain is literally a computer. It types in the code, let's say 011001. You do that. Yeah, like, it just repeats itself. So, like, you know, music, just a pattern. So if you can teach yourself a pattern or whatever, you know, hey, you can make music.
Right.
If you want to design, you can design. Like, it's not basically everything in a nutshell. Like, education just expands your mind and say you can do it. Can't nobody stop you. The only person that really can stop you is you. Like, you know, of course people are going to hate on you. That's their job. People hate what they don't understand. Of course they're going to knock you down because they don't understand. So, I mean, you just pick up your gloves, you know, knock them off one by one. And then you just get back up. And that's the thing about, like, athletes, like, which they take advantage of us, is like, you know, we all been down. They play on our emotions. The worst is that I've seen personally, like, you know, we all been down. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Well, what's going to get you back up? Because he want it. So it's like, you know, okay, I might be down and out now, but I'll be back for sure. That's never going to be a doubt.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's just really just what I'm trying to, like, tell people, you know. So I tell my friends, and they tell a friend, and they got a friend, and know a friend, a friend, a friend. So, you know, the law of attraction is really small. Like, you know, everybody thinks the world's so big, and then we sit down and really think about it. It's not, because, like, now, with telecommunications being so advanced, it's literally just like in the palm of your hand. Like, if you sit down and think about it. Like, people think they're buying a phone. I'm like, no, you're buying a brand.
Yeah.
To put your name into something, another bank, to put their name into something else. So it's like everybody wants their hand in the cookie jar, but then, like, when you want to get your hand out the cookie jar, you got to backtrack so far. And now you got these migraines. Now you got these headaches. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm going back, and I'm just like, if I was myself, I'm like, I never did this for money. I never did it for fame. I never did it for that. I never did it for this. So I'm like, why am I doing it now? And I'm like, because I'm working too hard. Like, it's truly easy to be honest with who you are and, like, stand on your 2 feet and be like, I don't care. Whatever. Like, it's so easy, like, just to say no. But they play this game with people's emotions, so they know you just got off work. They know you smell food. So now you go to McDonald's or whatever you eat. Let's just call it that. Now you're like, oh, I feel better. Then they just play on your emotional out over and over again. Like, it's a cycle. And then now they tell you, this is what's healthy, that's what's healthy, that's what's healthy. And you just sit there, you're like, oh, is that what's healthy? But you got to remember, these are some of the smartest people in the world.
Yeah.
We're talking about the entire global world that come together in these secret meetings. I'm not going to say what meeting it is. I'm just going to say you might want to start networking.
Yeah.
However that may be.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just vital that you network and you get to really know people, because people are smarter than they appear. Never judge a book by its cover.
Mm-hmm.
That goes for me the same. Like, I had to learn that. Like, you never could, ask this girl, why does she wear the glasses she wears? Why does she like the color she likes? And now, like, people really like when you sit down and just talk to them and put down your cellular device or whatever, they mean they have your attention.
Yeah.
Like, and I had to learn that today. Like, I'm literally here to network, and I'm like, these some of the brightest people in the world. It's like, you can't BS them.
Mm-mm.
And you can't BS them because their mind so sharp. And they so focused on the task that they can sense it. They like, oh yeah, you scared. We know we got you shook, but I mean, you got to hold that composure. And yes, you're going to cry. We all cry. I cry every night because I'm just like, how long can I hold on? And then when I would just finally just tell them, I got nothing else to give you. Like, I give you my all every day. I'm taking a break. Y'all see me when school's back in session. Like, besides that, I have nothing else to give society besides what I've already been giving them now. Like, if it ain't positive, if it ain't uplifting women, if it ain't uplifting anybody that wants to be uplifted, I have nothing else to give. Literally nothing else to give you. I've given my time. I've given my body. I have nothing else, literally nothing else to give you. Like, all I need now is just sleep, rest, and relaxation. So,
that's deep.
I've been getting my body right, and I'm going to be on somebody's beach. I don't know where, because I don't want nobody to go find me. But, look out for me, boy. I'm definitely going to send out signals like, hey, this is where I'm at.
Yeah.
Location. I mean, location is key. And, like, everyone just keep your friends informed. Send a flare, send something, like, let them know you're safe. Like, that's definitely something I wanted to teach myself or something like that. Like, nonverbal communication is very important. Like, if I gave you, let's say, a code name or whatever, a symbol, like, send it to me every now and then so I can remember who you were. Like, hey, I like red.
Yeah.
But red means passion to me. It might mean something different to you. So if we could actually say, oh, what that means to each other, hey, we got something going on here. That's called a bond, ionic, whatever you want to call it, And that's literally what people try to break. Like, you got to be so tight and comfortable with yourself that you bring others and you lift them up, and do that. So, like, I'm here for my women. And I mean, like, not just black women, I mean all women. Like, I know I feel it. Like, I literally feel it all day, every day. Like, the energy it takes to get up and just do the right thing. Like, I know the world is on your shoulders. It's on mine, too. And I just have to let it go. Like, you can't be so invested in the world that you forget who you are. And I sometimes forget who I am because I let other people decide for me. And I'm like, hold up. You don't know me like that.
Yeah.
And now I can tell, like, hold up, you definitely don't know me like that. Like, you don't know who I know what I know, And, like, you just like, hey, chill out now. You ain't got to be aggressive about it. Like, yeah, you got so-and-so, I got so-and-so, too. So, meet me outside. Like, meet me where everyone can see,
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, like, we can all tell a coward when we see one, like, they never show up when it's really time to talk. They never show up when it's really time to talk.
So true.
We learn that in school. We learn that in bullying. We learn that in the military. You learn that, like, meet me up where everyone can see.
Yep.
Hey,
Not
you talk about let's meet in the dark. Let's meet in the dark, then, hey.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say about that, sir. I don't know anything about that. So, sir,
A misunderstanding.
I don't know.
Yep.
You get what you show, and that's all that is. Like, I give love, I expect love back. And that's it.
I feel
you know, however you have to do it or whatever form of communication you have to give, whether it's like, you know, if you want to take this girl to, let's say, Starbucks, and you give her a name like Starbucks, you know, she should be able to be like, oh, yeah, that was where our first date was.
Yeah.
And that's just me. Like, you know, people think I'm flirting, but I'm like, I'm not flirting. I'm just making sure you're okay. Like,
yeah.
You know, that's why I tell people, don't get fooled by the smoke screen. Like, you know, hey, I'm just me. Simply put, I'm just Dobbs.
I love it.
And I just, like Nike said, I just do it. And like every company, like literally if you look at every single company that's rose to power, every single whatever, just look at it from the base up, like they literally stick to one principle and one principle only. And that's the fundamental thing that they learn or whatever. So like Nike just do it. Mm-hmm. And they just do it. They just go. They don't care. They bring on people on board. They just go. Yep. They don't care if you're on this ship or not.
Yeah.
Military. Let's think about that. One come and go. They don't care. They don't care.
Yep.
All right.
Under Armour protect his house. Yeah.
The millennials, like we just don't care because we're like, we've actually felt power. We've seen our mothers, fathers go through struggle.
Yeah.
And we're just like, oh man, what a life it would be like to retire at 25. 25. Like, yeah. Let's just say you were given 50 years. That means you got to work half your years, and the rest of your life you get to do whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't know about you, but I know about me, like 25 years sounds like a pretty good offer.
It sounds amazing.
Like, amazing offer. Someone right now is like, Jamel, your mom, she's taken care of. You can stop working as hard as you do. I was like, all right. Yeah. Now I can enjoy life. Then my dad steps to like, hey, Jamel, you got the family, your side of the family. Yeah, we shifted. Mm-hmm. You know, hey, you the man. I'm like, you know what, Pops? I'm still going to hold your hand because you know things that I don't know. Mm-hmm. Mom, I'm still going to hold your hand through the journey because you don't know things I don't know. And like, until the day they die, like, I'm just going to be there for them.
Yeah.
Because I know what it's like to not be there for somebody. So it's like, I'm not trying to intimidate you or anything like that. It's like, I'm really trying to hold your hand. But it's like, if I feel you squeeze too tight and you don't trust me, I have to let you go because that's called stress, and I don't need that.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm realizing everyone can't hold your hand because everyone's not on the same journey. And that's just the truth, the honest truth. Like, you know, we all got different paths to maturity, to growth. And, like, we just keep changing, and it's amazing to me. Like, I just see the beauty in people. It's like, dang, we were just kids at 18. Nah, I was a kid at 9. Oh, you were grown at 25? Nah, I wasn't grown until I was 32.
Yeah.
You was grown at 3? Then, you know, that's just what I'm realizing. Like, that's what's the beauty about science, that it challenges you to think from a global scale to a molecular scale to an atomic scale. And then you just have to say, hey, I have nothing else to give science that science doesn't already know. Because it's literally the most beautiful natural thing. Like, anything that's natural is good for you. Because it's naturally there. Anything indigenous to where it is there. It's literally there. Now, the trick that they put in your head is like, you want to go get it. Yeah. So you want a banana. But you don't know that bananas come from Colombia. But, you know, I'm getting too preachy, though, so let me shut up. You know, it's just things like that. Like, you want this Benz, but where do Benz come from? Germany. Why is everybody in Germany driving Benzes? Because it's cheap. So it's like, you know, they want you to buy these foreign cars. Like, I literally quizzed one of my friends. I was like, do you know that a Toyota's a foreign car? Just drop that in there. Nah, it's not a foreign whip. I'm like, all right, well, where was it made? Where originally was it made? Japan. I'm like, is Japan foreign to you? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, it's not foreign to me. Because in my mind, I'm like, my mom's been driving Toyotas forever.
Yeah, yeah.
She just upgrade, downgrade, upgrade. And then, you know, then I realized, oh, man, you know, my dad always bought American. So I'm like, okay, he believes in the American dream. My mom believes in foreign whips. Okay, so what does Jamel believe in? I believe everybody just come together and just be open with who they are. And everybody can move forward. Like, I mean, I drive a foreign whip because my mom drives a foreign whip. That's just me. American car, but I can't afford American cars because they always breaking down.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, when I spread any negativity, it's just joy. Like, if you just really just sit down and have a covenant, your God, Jesus, Buddha, whoever you want to call him, whatever divine figure you give, because we always got to give praise to somebody, because it ain't us out here. We know that. Just think about the basic principles of like philosophy, the 5 simple questions: who, what, when, where, why. If you just continually ask yourself that, like, you're going to be encouraged. Yeah, it's going to hurt. Your body going to hurt. But, I mean, you're going to make it through, because you're not the first. And you surely will not be the last. But you just got to drop a little knowledge in somewhere there and just keep it moving. That's what I got to learn. And I mean, I'm just growing and learning, man. Just being happier than who I am, just more confident in what I walk through, and it's just beautiful, man. It's just beautiful.
Tell me about Dream. Like, where's that born from, and what do you want to do with Dream? What's your vision?
It started with in high school. So like, people thought I just came up with like all this money ideas and stuff like that, which I did, of course. And I was like, oh man, I could reinvent myself like, through this and that. So I wrote a little note here to myself. I wrote a little note there to myself. I hit it. And so like, people think I'm playing a game with them, but I'm like, no, show what you can do, because it reminds me of what I can do. And so I have a notebook about everything like I've done. Yeah, it looks sporadic, but sporadic is genius hidden though. I'm kind of like, I look at myself like a Renaissance man, like I'm a jack of all trades, but I'm really a master of nothing. And I just keep it as simple as that. Like, I draw, you draw, but then let's draw, let's challenge each other. I freestyle, you freestyle, let's just see what it does. What it do, what can we really come up with, So when I send out these, like, if I play a draw 4, what do you play? It's not like, because I'm like, I just want to see where you at mentally.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, that's really just me, man, to be honest. And I just want to bring like-minded people together and just make sure, everybody's all right, man. Everybody be safe out here. It can be a cold world, but not if you look at it in a beautiful way.
No, I love that. So, like, definitely, Mentorch is all about mentorship. So, I like to find out what role mentorship played in your life growing up, what role it plays in now, and if it didn't, tell us about that and how it could have probably helped you.
Mentorship for me personally just came in all shapes and sizes. It's like, it was men and women. It was just a village, like a different combination of people, like just feeding you good energy and stuff like that, just making sure you're okay. And I was just really what it was. It was just people helping people, and that's what I love about, like, just people in general. And I still love people, I just love people, in general, just like finding out what drives you. And I'll be like, oh, that drives me too, let's drive together, It's just a beautiful, like, system of networking that we don't realize we have, and the power that we have until we start using it, man. Like, we start really thinking about it, like, you got a friend in me, I got a friend in you. Let me call you every now and then, It's just beautiful.
I love that.
Yeah.
I know I've been watching you. We see each other from a distance doing, our respective things, and it's like I'm rooting for you every single day. I'm like, man, I love what you're doing.
Appreciate it.
And it's inspiring, man. It's like it's cool. You see that dude across the gym, like, you both working out. You're like, hey, like, you both are grinding, and that's that's the feeling I get when I'm watching you grind and you're doing your school and you're building your business and you're just talking. Your message is
and
something.
That's literally all I want to spread is just like, man, just start talking to people and like, give them a call every now and then. Just say, hey, how you doing? And and you can really feel in someone's voice and heart like who they really are. Right?
Yeah.
They don't have to put on a mask. They don't. It's genuine. Like, it's like a mother's love or a father's touch. It's like, you really can feel it. Like, you put on that cocoa butter, it reminds you of your mom. It's just. It's little things that you do, you send them a hug or something. So, I'm going to get up off here because I'm getting too chatty. People starting to call already. So, let me do my thing, man. I'm about to go take a bath and get in the bed per usual. So, y'all be great, man. Shout out, right?
All right, hey, this was Jamel.
Shout out to all.
Oh, my bad. Jamel Levante on Pass the Torch podcast. Reminding you, seek knowledge and pass the torch.